Welcome back to All Three Streets with myself, Ryan Brower, Darren Cromer. It's been a while since we've chatted. Lots to catch up on. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, a bit of a too long a break. So there's so much to catch up. The best part is I have no clue what we're talking about today, but I'm very excited because I know there's gonna be heats.
There definitely is. I think the first thing to touch on is we just got back from SA Poker Open at Monty. I know it's your happy hunting ground there. I know you couldn't be up there for the main event or the family weekend away clash, but you managed to get a little result.
I like that place. Yeah, it's done really well in there. I was very happy. You know, when you have children, things just move, and they move in. Maybe you have less sleep, but also my daughter insists on a trophy. Now, often I'm gonna have to go down the road and buy one for 299 rand. But yes, we managed to be a super high roller. We did a deal. I won it. Had most of the chips. So yeah, it was a very good in and out. Very happy with it.
Fantastic. Yeah, always good to see you back in the winner's circle. I think that also in the winner's circle in the not the club champs event, the team event, we entered a team. I captained it. I didn't contribute much on the table, but we actually managed to take down the win thanks to Greg Tucker. He won his round one shootout and then won the Six Max final table as well for what was a lovely win for Pokerbet.
Offer the captain is as important as the players. You know, John Smith, contenders, is he number two? Is he number three all time? Listen to me, having a great captain is always a very key part. I'd love to know your captaincy record even. I feel like there's about 3 wins under the belt there. But yeah, just another, great group of guys. I'm very proud of all of you guys. You really stood the brand up high, held it in high esteem. So just really proud to be involved with the group of you guys and a win to top it off.
Yeah, it was great. The guys definitely showed a lot of class and respect in the way they carried themselves on the table, which, yeah, I think I'm happy with my selections and hoping the selections will stand us in good stead. We're coming up into the Club Champs event at Grand West, which is coming up starting next week. We're looking forward to the final stop of the Sunbet Poker Tour for the year. Grand West is always great. A lot of people come down for it. It's starting to hit season in Cape Town. That's a 9-man shootout tournament. So we're going to have 9 players that are going to be representing, and we're going to be wearing a little bit of a different shirt this time. Sadly, I think we have to speak about the loss of probably the biggest icon in SA poker, Joeboy Rahme. The Club Champs team is going to be wearing Joeboy shirts. Joe was a massive impact in my poker journey from meeting him sort of 2004-5. He had time for everyone. He had a story for everyone. And I promise you, we share so many stories of Joe Boy back in Vegas and at All Africa. But a really, really sad time, a sudden loss. And our hearts go out to Belinda. Him and Bells were the cutest couple in the world. They never left each other's side at all the poker series in the last 15 years. What did Joe Boy mean to you?
Sure. So it's actually interesting. As you were talking, I was just laughing. To me, he's this infectious, funny, loving guy who just was, as you said, he had such a big part to play in all of our journeys, the memories, the banter. He's just a really special guy, quality human being, and actually a very, very big and sad loss for SA Poker. He had a big part. That Vegas, many, many trips. A lot of trips all have Joe Boy like significantly playing such a big part and a big element of these life journeys and life experiences. So just a really sad loss. He was just, always had time for him. And just long life to Bells and the rest of the family.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe Boy, I touched on it in a Facebook post I made. I slept on his couch when I went to the Aussie Millions in 2007. Rob K paid him, I think, $500, so I didn't have to share Rob's room. Joe Boy had a suite. Joe Boy is somebody who, it didn't matter how much money he had in his pocket, he would live the life. He had a suite. He was rolling like a king. He always smelt like $1,000,000, dressed to the nines. He had one-liners for everything. And even in the last few years when Pokerbet came about, he always wanted our merch. He always wanted to wear our branding. He complained that we hadn't made a 4XL shirt for him. He wanted a different color cap to match his clothing every day. He had a gray one, a blue one, a black one, a white one. And one day he rocked up in an orange shirt and asked us why we didn't have an orange cap for him. Joe, I think what stood out for me is just reaching out to some of my old poker friends I hadn't spoken to in a few years. Some of them, popping up on Facebook that I haven't connected with in 10 years plus. Everyone was impacted by it. Some of the guys who hadn't chatted to him recently really felt this knock harder than most of the losses. And we've had quite a few losses in the poker community over the last few years. But Joe literally had time for everyone. He had a one-liner for everyone, and he is going to be sorely missed. Yeah, I'll miss the chirps. He had the dry sense of humor. He was always quick with a comment back, no matter what banter you had for him. And he was just a man who lived life to the full. And Joe, rest in peace. We're going to miss you. And I think that we're going to try and take the title down at Grand West for you. We ran a wonderful event last night, the Joebemba Tribute Tournament, where, we pushed the rake up a little bit just to generate some rake, and Pokerbet matched the rake generated, and we raised over 50 grand that we're going to share with Bells just to help her through this next period of time. The community stepped up, and it was great to see. There's not much more to say about it, Joe. You're a legend, and the community will be missing you forever.
Yeah, I'm really proud of the poker community last night. It was good to see 101 people coming and supporting them. So, yeah.
Absolutely. To more about Grand West, I think obviously the last few stops of the Sunbet Tour have been popular, but I think we'll see some big numbers coming up next week. What are you going to be playing in?
So, well, first and then, I think us Cape Townians, we don't love to travel. So, there are a lot of us coming to play a lot of different sort of events. Myself, will probably be playing kind of the busiest schedule as I've had in a while. Just things have worked out in many facets of my life. But I think I'll be playing, there's a 75k Super High Roller. There's the main event, which is always, the pinnacle of the series, and then the High Roller. And I reckon also we'll be giving maybe the Hendon Mob a bit of a go. We'll be spreading our wings a little bit wider this time. So I would say definitely the Super High Roller, the High Roller, the main. And I reckon either the Welcome to Cape Town or the Hendon Mob will be high up on there. Couldn't crack an invite because I didn't play the one in Joburg. So, hopefully the team performs and crashes, led by our captain over here. So looking forward to supporting them on I think it's next Sunday, which will be exciting. So, yeah, that will be on the schedule. But with a lot of guys, it's going to be big turnout. Really excited for it.
Sounds like a really busy schedule for you and for your night nurse. That's I'm going to jump into a couple of events as well. I played my first live event at Monty just for the year. It was crazy. I didn't realize how much time had flown. I hadn't traveled to any of the others, and obviously not going to Vegas this year. But yeah, I had a good 2 days showing there. Just ran out of cards at the wrong time, should I say? Maybe one or two spots I could have taken a little bit of an edge there and gone for it. But it felt good to be back on the table. So let's see what Grand West holds for us. We got some new ambassadors that'll be flying the flag for us. Although one of which is traveling overseas. Max Devison going to try his hand. Where is it again?
I think it's in Taiwan. The $10 million. I think it's WPT or so. As you said, a lot of exciting news on the ambassador front. Max will be globally flying the flag, so really wish him well there. Hopefully he gets a nice result out there. And then we've also got a few others that have joined. Jonathan Hyman, a up-and-coming youngster from Johannesburg. The boys in the office have been keeping an eye out. There's a good group of them that have been really performing well. So he's another addition. And then we've also got
Tanith Rothman, fresh off an insane series at the World Series, 2 final tables. Some people will go there for 20 years in a row and not get one. But to make 2 final tables in her first trip to Vegas, doing a lot of work in the ladies community. We actually have an event running this evening. Obviously, it'll be in the past when this will get streamed. But yeah, it's exciting to see her really passionately taking this poker journey and putting in a lot of good work and a lot of good content for us.
She's great. She's her energy, her passion to drive poker with women. Yeah, it's exciting. This event's tonight. There's extra 5 people joined yesterday. I'll be popping in tonight to chat to the ladies and how to help them, improve, and a few tips if I still got them. But excited about that. It's great. And also, just to not leave out, also Marco Nokia as well joined. He's been a recent stalwart of, a lot of deep runs and tournament. So excited for that as well. So he completes kind of the 4 new ambassadors.
Yeah, Marco will be joining the Club Champs team. So we're excited to have him on board for that as well. Looking forward to seeing him not blow up another trip lead maybe this series. Marco, it's amazing to see him get chips, give them away, get them back again, and he just wants to keep bullying the table and running over everyone. Maybe he needs to learn how to change gears a little bit, but that might come with age. But it's good to have him on the team, and yeah, excited to see some action from him coming up.
Sorry, even to that, we actually have the fifth ambassador, Kayla Jacobs, who's also coming down, another woman in poker, a young woman, very excited about poker. So she'll also be joining us in Cape Town. So can't leave her out. Sorry about that. But yeah, so that's kind of the core team of young and upcoming and a stalwart or two.
That's awesome to see. It's great to see more women taking a step
Yeah.
up into the poker community. We want to see a bit of equality and equity in there. So yeah, it'll be good to see them take a shot at the tables with the men. And I mean, speaking of the men, the guys that we have to talk about here, if we jump away from poker, the Springboks are something else. I mean, I know we chatted about it all weekend. What a time to be a rugby fan in South Africa. Just Rassie, Sia, and the rest of the team. It's something else to behold.
I've been living rugby with you, it feels like, for the last 20, 25 years. And there's always been ups and downs, the banter and whatever the stuff is. This is as good as it gets. I mean, this is just crazy. I mean, he's a genius, right? This Rusty. I mean, is there, in your opinion, a greatest sporting coach that you've been around?
I mean, we can't undo what Sir Alex Ferguson did, but there's some amazing coaches. In rugby, I think that it's almost unequivocal now that everyone says he's the greatest, just in terms of he took over a team that had lost 57-0 to New Zealand, they'd lost to Italy, they'd lost to Argentina. We were all over the place. He came back from Ireland, and for what he did, he put Sia as captain, and everyone thought it was a quota decision. Sia's now the second best African behind Nelson Mandela, basically. I think in terms of South African history, what he's done to galvanize and unite a country is unparalleled. It's incredible to watch, and he just keeps reinventing things. I mean, he had the bomb squad. He had guys like Skulk Brits in the touring squad, brought Franz Steyn out of retirement to be that utility back. Now he's got a utility back that's playing as a forward. I don't know. He's just found Sasha Feinberg-Ngone is going to be one of the greatest fly halves in the world of all time if he stays injury-free. It's just everywhere you look, there's something revolutionary.
Level of trust, which is on another level. Like, I actually remember even thinking this, like, he threw Sasha in so early. And he even, like, the way he embraced and get his guys confidence, he's like, I want Sasha to be in the toughest moments possible. Because when we're in the semi-final, and like, even just a thought, like, I'd even love to know, when did he really think of this under Estes in Nigeria? Because it's so seamless. I was watching his show last night with Jean de Villiers and Robbie Fleck, and it was just crazy that they were like, he actually technically, even in the malls, Andre knows exactly what he's doing. And then beyond defense, and there he is in center defending. So it's scary to know there's a lot more planning and thought, like, that goes months in advance when these things come out. So yeah, it's basically, you told me something the other day when asking about where people play. And you said to me literally, if he put Jasper Wiss at 10, you would be like, oh, Rassie knows.
I just learned I learned a few years ago to stop questioning his decisions. There's still some people in our WhatsApp groups that go, why is he picking? I'm like, guys, come now. I think that, for so long, people thought that Rassie was gimmicky, going on the roof of the stadium with the lights and the cards and all these kind of little tricks and things that everyone thought it would catch up to him. But it just never seems to. Like, he brought the speaker out to prep the team in the previous World Cup. He's created Kwagga into this insane bench player, the 7-1 split. Every time he does something that people are like, nah, this is a bit far. Now he's got a center playing flank. And who knows what will be next on the cards, but you just know that he doesn't stop thinking. He's a revolutionary genius, and we are privileged to have him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're going to get it this week. I think Ethan Hooker looks like in the reports that he's playing center. I mean, it's like everyone's a hybrid. It's just, yeah. So sorry, I keep going on, but I'm just super proud to be sort of connected to this team. And South African, they just represent the country, the way they carry themselves, the way they do things, and the way they perform is just an awesome sight.
Yeah, it's good to see them. Maybe some people are concerned we're peaking too soon for the 2027 World Cup in Australia. I don't think so. I think he's just building mad squad depth. But speaking of things in Australia, what else is on the cards?
So, still waiting from the approval from the man on the right that's with logistics. So, I'm a bit, we'll say the visionary, but the execution, needs a bit of help. But looks like, well, it has been announced that the Aussie Millions is back mid-April till May. And pretty exciting. Maybe we'll launch on this show. We're going to be taking a team there. We're going to be going to Aussie Millions. We're very excited. The schedule hasn't been released, but we're going to be there for a good, probably 2 weeks around there. It's exciting. It's something they've had a big part in. Myself and fellow other poker players. Jared Solomon won an event there in Aussie Millions 3. So it's something that is a big part of Long poker community. Even the guy on my right had a massive deep run. So something we're looking to share. It's been off the calendar for 4 years, 5 years. I might be wrong. Probably going to go
Be even longer.
even longer. Eh?
Thanks
Seven.
to COVID. Yeah, pre-COVID.
Yeah, I thought 2020, but maybe, as I said, you would know definitely know way better than me. But yeah, we're going to be going there. We're going to, be releasing a lot of packages. We're going to do some satellites. We're going to do a lot of things. So guys, just, pencil it in your calendar. Mid-April 2026. Pokerbet's going.
Yeah, I think we're always looking. We spoke about Vegas. We've done it 3 years in a row. Obviously, the World Series of Poker in Vegas is the mecca of poker. But, sometimes nice to change things up a bit, give players a different experience, expose them to other areas of the world. I think the one benefit of Aussie is you end up getting a little bit more outdoor opportunities there. There's insane sport in Melbourne, as we all know. Yeah, for me, Aussie was my first real poker story. Satellited from a phase set into a mega set into the main event, and then made day 3 going super deep and playing with Gus Hansen and Paul Black, Eric Lindgren, guys that I had to pinch myself a few times having, just come off Silver Sands back in the day. And it really sort of started my journey and a few years of great success. And hopefully we can do the same for somebody else. I think it'll be epic to get out there again. They know how to look after players there. Australia's great. And maybe do a little recce for the 2027 World Cup where we can see where we're going to be staying. So yeah, stay tuned and check out the site. We're definitely going to be posting some satellites and stories and some other mechanisms to win your package to Aussie Millions 2026.
Awesome. Yeah. Very excited.
Yeah, I think that's about it for us this week. We are a little bit rusty, but it's good to be back. I think it's great to see the action on the site. We're going to be running the SAOPS Summer Edition at the end of November. Definitely a lot of satellites building up into that. We've got a slightly adjusted schedule. We're going to be running 5 events plus a mini main again. So stay tuned for that. We'll be announcing that across all socials and on our site pretty soon. That'll lead us into the season. Obviously, we are excited. A lot of poker action online and both live. Plenty of action to keep your eye on. It's been good chatting again, and hopefully we'll be back to summarize a few more results for Team Pokerbet.
Absolutely. Hopefully it won't be too long before the next one. So yeah, looking forward. Hopefully next time we speak to you, we've beaten Ireland as well. But yeah, so good luck out there.
Nice to see you all. We'll chat to you soon. Ciao.
Are you ready?